All Seasons Brewing Company. Los Angeles is known to millions as the entertainment capital of the world, but there's another crown that LA can rightly lay claim to: car culture. Automobiles played a major role in the development of LA's sprawling, built environment, and as Angelino's obsession with the open road grew, so did the car industry. By 1937, the intersection of La Brea and Wilshire was one of the busiest in the city, with more than 11,000 cars passing by daily. One block south was the ideal location for the new flagship store of one of the biggest names in the auto industry, Firestone. Hugging the corner of La Brea and 8th, this sleek product of the machine age was considered ultra-modern at the time. The aerodynamic design exudes both speed and motion, elements essential to the modern style.
Hi, my name is Eric Needleman. I'm the managing partner of Pouring with Heart. This is just a shining example of just beautiful, streamlined, modern architecture. It's so well known in the city. And so many people in my time with the project have said, oh, that's where I got my tires changed. That's where I got my oil changed.
In continuous operation since 1937, Firestone was designated as a historic cultural monument in 2012, thanks to a campaign spearheaded by the Art Deco Society. But 3 years later, its doors closed and questions loomed about the fate of the landmark building. When plans emerged to adapt the building into a modern brewery, local company Pouring with Heart answered the call, literally.
My friend from high school, Brad Conroy, is our landlord. And Brad is also a native Angelino. He had been chasing down this property for a good decade or so. And fortunately for us, we were the first call that he made as soon as he tied up the property. And the property needed to be converted into something else. A tire store was not the highest and best use at that point. It was fairly run down. I mean, we're talking about an 80-year-old building. That was an automotive repair facility. So it was just a lot of Band-Aids, a lot of layers of patching and repair.
In 2018, the design portion of the project started and construction began in 2019. Adapting the landmark building into a modern-day brewery was no small feat. 13,000 square foot landmark maintained its signature Firestone elements. Historic exterior windows were reused to allow visitors a glimpse of the 17 brewery tanks. Period-correct materials and fixtures were used to preserve the vintage feel of the space. They rejected smooth plaster, preserved vintage graffiti, and stayed true to the goal of keeping the space looking lived in.
It was just a wonderful combination and dynamic where we had this idea to bring a brew pub. We had a landlord who shared that vision of doing something special. And then we had a neighborhood that was in full support of it. And the support that we got from the neighborhood was like off the charts incredible. And they were so excited for us to be there. The people involved in the project all deserve credit. It's always a challenge to take a historic property, turn it into something, modern.
This project proves that creative reuse and an appreciation for historic details will literally drive people to come and enjoy. So test out your tires and come for a pint.